International Women's Day is a time to celebrate women all over the world and their contributions to the struggle for a better world. A world in which women are liberated and free to live lives on their own terms. On this momentous day, women activists championing a variety of causes have gathered here to make their voices heard. As a member of the Philadelphia Alliance Against Racist and Legal Repression, I can assert that police brutality and state violence is a societal problem which impacts women severely. Fuck yeah. Even though I am a man, the Philadelphia Alliance Against Racism and Political Repression would not be half the organization that it is without the hard work of the women and oppressed genders who dedicate their lives to achieve justice. When Robert Jones was murdered by off-duty cop Christopher Sweeney in October 2024, it was... And he's still out. That's a fucking shame, right? It was aunts, nieces, mothers, sisters, and his family that marched all over Philadelphia, carrying his legacy and demanding the killer pig to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Make some noise for Aunt Marcia and all of his sisters and his family fighting with everything they have to make sure Christopher Sweeney is brought to justice. When Aaron Rainey was killed by 6 shots to the back by 2 police officers in March of last year, while experiencing a mental health crisis, it was his mother and his wife that packed the district attorney's office in order to light a fire under Larry Krasner's ass to live up to all of his promises that he made on his campaign trail. Make some noise for Miss Tanya and Jasmine. Let's go. And when Amanda Cahill was left to die in a suffocating prison cell after being arrested on bogus drug charges, it was her cousin that fought to keep her memory alive, and it was her mother that cared for Amanda's children that now have to live without their mother. And I just want to say, Kaden was supposed to be here, but due to extenuating circumstances, they weren't able to make it, but they are sure as hell here in spirit. So make some noise for Kaden. Even though the women and oppressed genders in our organization have given their time, energy, and resources to fight on behalf of their loved ones who have been victims of police and state violence, it will be foolish to deny that women and oppressed genders aren't victims of police violence themselves. From Breonna Taylor in Kentucky to Sonia Massey in Chicago, women are murdered by the police at high rates, and they deserve to have their memories upheld to the same degree as men. With the same, say all their names. Every single one of them. Say all their names. With the same kinds of protests, the same kinds of news coverage, and the same level of unrelenting fight for justice. And if they are not outright murdered by the police, women are often subject to extreme violence by pigs, whether it be physical or sexual. And this violence doesn't just happen out in the streets, it happens at home as well. Numerous studies report that at least 40% of women who are married to cops experience some form of domestic or intimate partner violence, demonstrating that women are a threat to cops at home as well as on the streets. Furthermore, women have been victimized by police and state violence for a variety of reasons. Women have been brutalized for protecting themselves from domestic violence. Women have been punished and even raped by the police for reporting sexual assault. Women have been beaten on the streets for demanding a fair wage that will allow them to take care of their families. Women have been locked up in prison for speaking out against unjust wars carried out by the U.S. government, some of which result in hundreds of innocent schoolgirls being bombed to death. As well as for standing tall in the face of U.S. imperialism, as is the case with Celia Flores. Bring her home immediately. So women have been sent to concentration camps due to their status as undocumented immigrants. Women have been sentenced to jail for trying to give their children a better education.
The president.
Women have even been arrested for suffering miscarriages and exercising their right to an abortion. It is all these issues which make the fight against police and state violence a women's issue. And police and state violence against women should not be fought by women alone. They should be fought by everyone, no matter what gender they are. Because the fact of the matter is that women have been the engine behind many potent uprisings and demonstrations against the ruling class.
All of them.
From Harriet Tubman and the Underground Railroad, to Fannie Lou Hamer and the struggle for black civil rights,